Here's our Bunn Trifecta MB. I've got a few parts taken off, actually loosened up right now, so we can take a look at the most common failure, which are the air pumps. They are both the same part number. We'll get to that in a second, but they are located. If you saw the earlier video, the parts identification video, you saw them. This is the one for the bubbler, or the aerator, excuse me, and this is the one that pushes the water out of the pushes the coffee out of the top of the cylinder. You can see I've got it unscrewed. There we go. I've got the screw off over there. I don't have this one off yet, but it's the same clamp and same everything else. So just get a look at this. It's just a clamp like that, holds it on, slides right back into place. What I've done, again, if you look at the other video, this hose was hooked up onto here. I've taken it off. Here's the clip that was on it. It's one of those guys, you just put a screwdriver in there and twist it off. And if it breaks, put it back with zip ties. You'll be fine. Now, here's the other thing. There's the lead. This is what this looks like when it's undone. There's a little tab on there. You push down and pull it out. And it slides right back into there. So, now that we've got all that apart, the reason why I took this hose off is because putting that back on is not easy. And you'll drop that screw a bunch of times, and you will need one of these guys. Because I guarantee you, it'll be under there, on top of there, down over there, and you won't be able to get it. So, if you don't have something like that, a little magnetic grabber like that, you might want to borrow one from somebody or spend the whole $1 and get one, because it will come in handy with this. It is a tight fit. So, we were talking before about common parts. We're on our Bunn Trifecta manual, but this is not the MB manual. This is the commercial manual. Many of the parts are the same. So in this case, we're going to go right there, and there are our 2 air pumps that they use. That is part number 9. We're going to go over here. There's our pump assembly is what they call it, 2 of them, and that is our part number. Also, you can see the clamps are right underneath it. Those are number 10, if for some reason you happen to break them. So, those are our 2 pumps right there. I've moved this out of the way, and because I can't stand those sped up videos that everybody has about watch me unscrew this or screw this in, I'm assuming that since you guys have a Bunn MB, you guys are probably fairly competent and can put a screw back in, so there's really no reason to watch me do it. But take this out of the way. It'll make your life a little bit easier. You can put the hose back on. Before I go, that hose right there that goes into the top, if you have it mounted on there, it's going to be very difficult to get back in. What I would recommend you do is get that guy off, because you've got better access to it. You can always thread it back up again, but be very careful. It's been on there, as you can see how much it's stretched. It's been on there quite a long time, and it's going to take about 3-4 minutes of sort of working it back and forth and getting it with a pair of pliers, and maybe get the little screwdriver in there and get it going. But that's on there there we go. That's on there pretty tight, but that's how I would do it. Just slide this guy back off, and then you can slide it right back on again. But attempting to mount that and then get the hose on top of the pump is unless you've got very long and thin fingers like I don't, would be very difficult.